with all this return to work and everything, there's maybe a little nuance that needs to enter the playbook about how people value productivity, visibility, career growth. What are you seeing across the industry?
So the challenge today is there's no uniform standard. Every company is coming up with their own approach. Then each manager is coming up with their own approach. Some managers want to be visible, so they want to get their team on a site. Some managers believe in getting work done, so they believe it's better to be at home. Given all this, you have to figure out how you personally feel about it. So are there any tips or tricks in the book that we could use to help people navigate that?
Yeah, I think the book is all about kind of choosing what success means for you and defining the path that you want to drive, and then aligning your work accordingly. So if there are things in your life that require you to work from home, that's the comfort spot for you, then you should make that decision and be able to negotiate that with your organization. If going back to work helps raise your visibility, you're angling for a promotion, you're trying to get something done, and being at work is going to help promote that, then I think you have to have the skills and the behavior and the mindset to drive that. So yeah, there's lots of tips in the book around this. I was just curious about what you're seeing from overall management's perspective. Will they be valuing visibility, do you think, or will they be valuing more productivity? And because a lot of people say if they're going to be at home, they're more productive.
So this is where you have to lean on in the past. So in the past, people used to work from home. Consulting firms like us, we've been working from home for the last 20 years. So the consulting firms have figured out how to work remote, when they need to travel to a client site, when they need to be on site. So there are some tips and tricks that you can learn from the consulting world. In today's world, it's not about consulting, it's on even internal jobs that need to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so that's where it's good to learn, good to adapt, and see what you really want for yourself. I like what you said a few minutes ago. You have to define your own path to success. Once you know what success looks like, then you have to build everything around it.
And I also feel like you have to pay attention to the trends, right? Like you have to look around and see what's going on in the industry. Like technology, for example, everybody's talking about how AI and agentic and these things are coming for your job, right? Like they're talking about it is not even about whether you want to stay at home or return to work. Your job may not even exist.
Yeah, exactly. Even my job has changed. Forget anybody else's. Things that used to take me a week now take me a day. I was able to collaborate with my team and build a whole report within 24 hours. That kind of productivity boost that AI gives, now it's freed up my time to go do other things. So I'm always, as a leader, I'm constantly looking for people who can learn and adapt from AI, use it as a tool instead of being threatened by it.
Yeah, I think, and that's where I think maybe the trifecta is going to be valuable, right? Where we talk about, again, the skills, behavior, and mindset. So I think if you're feeling threatened that AI could be coming for your job, I think the most important thing is to look at what you do day by day, see if that's something routine, if it's mundane, then it's highly likely that AI is going to take over that job. So being clear about that, assessing and auditing your skills, finding that gap between what you can do and what AI can do, and communicating that externally, I think is going to help set you apart and maybe put you at a little bit less risk for AI coming for your job.
Yeah, so I really like what you said yesterday about somebody who's building dashboards.
Yeah.
Building dashboards sometimes used to take months earlier. Now it takes a week.
Yeah.
Now AI can do it instantly. So if you look at your job as a dashboard builder or a report builder, it's gone.
Right.
But if you're looking at your job as if you're providing insights, you're asking the right questions, you know what leaders want to know, and then you ask the right questions, now suddenly you've become a prompt engineer, now suddenly you've mastered AI. It's all about asking right questions and using AI to help move things along faster.
Yeah.
And also question what AI gives back to you, because AI is not always accurate. So it's changing your mindset on how you use AI as a tool rather than as a threat.
And I think the underlying business processes need to be understood really well as well. If you understand the workflow, you understand the outcomes that your organization is aiming for, then I think you know how to prompt AI accordingly, and you become a little bit more valuable because you're driving outcomes and not just tasks.
Exactly, and AI can only respond to what you feed it. Especially if you've been in an organization for a long time, you know things that have not yet been fed into the AI. You know how the different business units think. you know the different technologies available. Earlier you used to use this to navigate the workplace. Now you're using this to help AI navigate the workplace.
And you know what might be really beautiful about how somebody can set themselves apart is then also combining the attitude and the behavior around it. So you're not communicating that you're threatened by it, but you're communicating that you're excited by it. Like, oh yeah, I can hand off some of these mundane tasks to AI, but now I'm going to be able to elevate the game and look at things a little differently.
Yeah, that's a great point, because as a leader, when we see that people are threatened, it takes a lot of my time to get them convinced.
Or comfortable.
If they walk in convinced and comfortable, then we can go into a head start.
Yeah.
We can make a running start and get there faster.
So do you think overall the book does cover and appeal to people that are trying to navigate this return to work, AI, all of these kinds of shifts?
So what I think is the book has built based on all your learnings over the years. The shift in technology, the move to the web world, the move to the mobile world. So it's not like you can find a chapter on how do I navigate AI.
Yeah.
There's a chapter on how I navigate my work. Today it's AI, tomorrow you can bet there's something else. So the third chapter of the book has a lot of frameworks that you can use, but a lot of these contexts are not new. You're not
True.
doing rocket science. Work has been around for a long time, so these tools and frameworks in the last section of the book are going to be really useful.
That makes sense to me.